It was fireworks to ring in the new year for Invicta Fighting Championships as we were live in the Scottish Rite Temple in Kansas City for Invicta FC 21, Anderson versus Tweed. Hey everybody, TJ Santis, Julie Kedzie. What a night, Julie. This fight card had it all, including things that I've never seen before in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I would say this is probably one of the strangest fight cards I've ever seen in my life, TJ. We had submissions that happened after rounds. We had somebody get completely choked unconscious and win the fight. But you know, what I have to say about all that is, man, these athletes performed tonight. They were incredible out there.
Megan Anderson, your new interim Invicta FC featherweight champion, but it started in the flyweight division as Rachel Ostovich-Bergon and Christine Ferreira did work.
And you know, I called this Invicta FC left head kick because the amount of left head kicks that Ferreira landed during this fight was incredible, and her finish on the ground was just beautiful for a debutante.
Amy Montenegro and Celine Haga had one of the more interesting fights you'll ever see in MMA.
Yeah, there was a tap out in the first round. Amy Montenegro tapped Celine out, but it was after the bell, milliseconds after the bell. And then Celine Haga chokes out Amy Montenegro, but Montenegro still gets the decision because the ref thought that happened after the bell.
They're 1-1. I think we might get a rubber match in fight number 2. Andrea KGB Lee did work against Jenny Liu.
And that was actually, I wouldn't say left head kick, I would say left knee to left liver shot. She did a beautiful job of finishing Liu with a barrage of strikes after dropping her with body shots.
Andrea KGB Lee is back. Bantamweights took center stage when Aspen Ladd and Sijara Eubanks battled for 15 minutes.
You know, Aspen Ladd, she's really gaining stock every single fight. Sijara Eubanks is no joke as a fighter. She's an incredible grappler, but Aspen Ladd was able to outwork her and get that decision.
Leah Letson made her Invicta FC debut, stopping in UFC veteran Elizabeth Phillips.
And again, another left head kick coming out after she got tagged in the nose. Letson let that Taekwondo roundhouse kick come right out there to the face of Phillips and ended the fight with a beautiful knockout.
At featherweight tonight, we will see her in the bantamweight division going forward. Bantamweights took center stage in our co-main event. Raquel Paoluhi made short work of Penny Kianzad.
Talk about a chess match, mental strength coming from Paoluhi. We asked her what her game plan was, and she said that. To finish the fight, to take her down and choke her out. I want to do my game from now on.
She wanted to reinvent herself, and version 2.0 of Paoluhi is one to fear. Megan Anderson turned her blue chip in for an Invicta FC interim championship, and she got it done.
You know, she weathered the strength and the desperation attacks of Charmaine Tweed to find that rhythm that she needed to land that beautiful kick that ended the fight and made Charmaine quit.
We saw her debut against Cindy Dandois. She has reinvented herself and evolved, and now she's the Invicta FC interim featherweight champion. Megan Anderson celebrating a fantastic night in Kansas City. We're back in action coming up March 25th, Invicta FC 22. Some unfinished business in the bantamweight division as Tanya Evinger looks to settle the score with the Russian Yana Kunitskaya.
Yeah, as we're seeing these young stars emerge, we still have our champion out there wanting to finish that business with somebody who may have taken her belt away, but the no contest called that nope. She's still the champion. They want to settle that business. They want to get after it, and then she wants to challenge those up-and-comers.
Again, the next chapter coming up March 25th, right back here in Kansas City. More info at InvictaFC.com and on Twitter at InvictaFights. Julie, it's been fun. Can't wait to come back in March. Hopefully you will join us on UFC Fight Pass. Good night from Kansas City.